store the information. Right. So whenever the customer and client want to store the information, those people is going to be store the data in the format of tables. Ultimately, the end storage will be the tables, right? So in the front end, whatever the formats is going to be generated, either it is a CSV, Excel, .txt, and JSON, whatever the format it is. So we're going to process the data in a structured format, and we're going to pull the data into the tables. So from there itself, the reporting team is going to be picked up that information and going to be generate the proper reports for visualizations and to make better visuals to the higher management. That's more about the data warehousing, right? So in the previous years, before the Snowflake comes, before the cloud comes, so what happened is almost all the clients is going to be using these traditional warehouse systems, more likely Oracle, SQL servers, and Teradata, and these are all things. Like coming to these traditional systems, it has certain limitations, right? So it has certain capacity should be there, and maintenance should be there, and we can't access from anywhere across the locations, right? And we want to be take care of the servers on regular basis, and we want to be add on the database when the business grows. We want to be add more space to the regular traditional systems, right? These are all the more and more challenges to the traditional systems, right? But to overcome that issues, the people in the 2020s and after the 2020s, the people has introduced the concept of cloud, right? So what the cloud means? The cloud is going to be giving the proper solution as a SaaS, as software as a services, and LS and everything. So no need to worry about the infrastructure. The cloud service team is going to be provide the proper infrastructure for us on needy basis by paying the certain cost to the respective teams, and maintenances and everything is going to be taken care by the cloud service providers, right? In the current market, as you know, right? So AWS is one of the cloud service provider, Amazon Web Services, and Microsoft Azure is one of the leading cloud service provider, and GCP, Google Cloud Platform, is one of the competitor by providing the cloud service providers, right? So among all these three, Snowflake has as one of the biggest competitor in the cloud service provider, especially in the data warehousing, right? Why I'm telling especially in the data warehousing is, or like coming to the AWS, GCP, and Azure, and these are the cloud services going to be provide remaining almost all other cloud service provider cloud solutions. Coming to like maybe they're going to provide the front-end solutions, .NET frameworks, Java frameworks, and testings, and like what it is like remaining all of the services, these cloud services is going to be provided. But coming to the Snowflake is restricted only for the data warehousing solutions, cloud data warehousing solutions, right? So these Snowflake, by using the Snowflake, we can able to give the proper solution to the customers in a data warehousing aspect by providing the very good fast and elasticity, maintenances, cost efficiency, everything, right? So in our course, we're going to discuss almost all the features of the Snowflake, like what the Snowflake is going to be used and how the Snowflake is going to be benefited to the customers, right? And how it's going to be compete with the remaining AWS services, remaining cloud services. Not only AWS, it's going to be compete with the GCP, Azure, AWS, and everything. Like it has its own key features, right? It's going to be benefit to the customers as well as it's going to be benefit to the technology team to build such a very big solutions in a very shortest time, and it's going to be affect the customers in the cost efficiency and zero maintenances and everything. Like these are the features is going to be very good helpful to the customers and technology team, and it's going to be compete with the remaining cloud services providers as well, right? Here, it's just it's a brief about you. A brief about the Snowflake content. What we're going to cover in this course, right? I just went the introduction and what's the background and what's the Snowflake and how the architecture and components, how the billing and pricing is going to be happen, and what's the how the data is going to be stored in the Snowflake to make it is a very faster by micro partitioning and data clustering, and how it is going to be useful for almost all services, like either it is a data warehousing and as well as the data lake. It's a good placeholder for the data lake as well, and how it is going to be happen in the single place for the data, instant and unlimited scalability, how it is going to be elastically increasing the space, right? And what's the minimal management and instant and live data sharing to the end users. And the time travel feature is one of the good feature in the Snowflake, and zero data copy cloning is one of the best feature. And how it's going to be built in disaster recovery, recommendation, sports, supported file formats, and everything. Like these are all the high level course structure I'm going to cover in the Snowflake course during this tenure, right? And I will explain each and every command, how it is going to be executed in the Snowflake, and what's the output is coming, right? And as a brief about Snowflake, what it's going to be do for us, right? So I just had a little word here, right? Snowflake was born from the idea of bringing the capabilities of traditional data warehouse. Like, see, already the traditional warehouse solution is there in the data warehousing in the previously, and the idea came from the traditional system, how it is going to be affected. Like, while it at the same time enabling elasticity is one of the key feature, right? And the scalability, and it's going to be scalability is one of the best feature which is going to be provided with Snowflake. Anyone is speaking? Right? Okay. Cloud without worrying about any things like cost, performance, and complexity, and managing the systems. Okay, and it's going to be 50 to 20x faster when compared to the remaining cloud services, or as well as the traditional systems, right? And the performance is also very good in all the things, right? Okay. So this is the main concepts I'm going to cover in the Snowflake course. For the introduction purpose, I just want to give how the Snowflake is going to be created, and how the Snowflake is going to be run, right? So for the simple solution, like as you know, if you want to have the database in your organization, what's the regular process? Anyone is aware? If the customer needs any database, what's the process need to be what's the process need to be followed to get the database or data warehouse solutions previously?
Yeah, the connection is required first.
Right, very good. Connection is required. Before coming to the connection, we have a lot many things need to be do, Kiran, right?
Yes.
First of all, as I'm the end customer, right? I'm the one of the maybe Walmart or whatever it is. I'm the customer, and I want to build the one very big database solution for me, right? So at the time, first of all, I just want to know what's the size of my database. What's the size I need to be buy, right? Similar to your buying the laptop in your home. Like if you want to know some courses and if you want to store some data, you just need to know what's the capacity of the hard disk you need to buy, right? In the similar way, the customers also want to know maybe in the next few years what is my data, what is how much data I'm going to store, and how much data I'm going to pull from the database, and what's the fast I require. Similar to what's the hard disk and what's the RAM, right? So to build a very big database solution, first of all, I just want to know what is my capacity of the database I need to buy. It may be either 10 dB or 100 dB or some 1000 dB, whatever it is. Size I need to be decided, and what's the fastest I need. How many customers is going to be use my data? How many end users is going to use this data, and how fast the retrieval should be happen, right? These are all the things I need to know. And after that, once I decided my infrastructure, I need to be buy by putting some huge amount, and I need to buy the complete data warehouse servers. Okay, I need to be request Oracle or Teradata or SQL servers team. I need such a big warehouse server, and I need to be wait for a certain period of time. Right? Maybe either they will tell, maybe we're going to be providing 10 days or 15 days, whatever it is. So I need to be wait for a certain period of time to get my database server need to be installed in my premises, on premises, right? Okay. Once the server is ready, I need to be make my on premises in a very secured environment. As you all, as a working professionals, right? You already know when you enter into your offices, there is separate server rooms should be there. Okay, and those are all very protected manner. Those are all very protected manner, which is locked in a secured way. The security team is continuously monitoring, and there is a lot of wires need to be installed, and perfect power connection should be there, and cabling, everything should be properly installed, right? So we need to be allocate some extra space in our in office premises, and we need to be maintain that server in a very protected way. There is no power fluctuations. There is no disaster happen. Natural disasters should not be happen to the servers, right? And this continuously security team is going to be monitor and everything, right? Okay, so we make on-premises as a ready, and we install. We bought the server from either from Oracle, and they bring the server for us, and we install in on our on-premises locations, and we make it as a key entry as a key. So continuously security team is monitoring the servers, and there is no I should make sure there is no power fluctuation should be happen, and the proper cabling should be happen, everything, right? Okay, so the headache should not be ended there. What the thing is, maybe after 2 years or 3 years, my business grows, and after that, I want to increase my server to some 50 GB or 60 GB or 100 TB or 1000 TB, whatever it is. So again, I need to be follow the same process. I need to ask the Oracle team to add on some extra 1000 TB of server to my on-premises servers. Okay, I need to pay the amount. They need to be get that server to my on-premises. I need to be increase my on-premises space to the extra space, and I need to be install that server. I need to be plug in, right? And I need to be maintained. A part of this, there is one specific DBA person should be monitoring the database on every day. As you know, the DBA person's the activities, the DBA person's activity is every day they should do the health checks to the servers. What's the load it's happening? What's the free space is available? How much space is utilized? What's the load on that one? What's the proper? What the timings the load should be happening? Is there any deadlocks is happening? Everything should be monitored by DBA teams, right? So by considering all these aspects, you should know, right? There is most and more and cost efficient things will be involved here. We need to be maintain the security. We need to be maintain the DBA persons. We need to be maintain the on-premises locations and everything. These are all will be very costly, right? So to overcome all these things, one big solution is cloud. What is cloud? Cloud is telling you don't need to be worried about anything about your physical things, infrastructure things. The cloud team is going to be provide the proper all these solutions to the from the backend. So when you pay the amount, so the simple solution will be going to be provided to us. Simple. So if you want to use 100 TB, okay, just pay the, it's going to be some account information. If you pay the amount, the every infrastructure should be ready in a seconds of time, right? I'm not telling it's only applicable to the only SnowFlake. It's going to be applicable to the all cloud services, AWS, GCP, Azure, SnowFlake, right? We will just talk about these four of, okay? So maybe if you go for the AWS, just had a sign in with user ID and password, and you can request those people, I need some 100 TB of server. They will make it is ready within the time of 5 minutes. No need to worry about any space constraints. No need to wait for 15 days. No need to worry about infrastructure things. No need to worry about security, infrastructure, natural disasters, anything else. Okay, just keep on signing, and you request those people. They will provide you the server within the 5 to 10 minutes of time. The server is ready for you. So as an end customer, no need to worry about the infrastructure services. I can able to focus my things on the business, how to increase the business. That's my primary focus. I need not to worry about how the server should be installed, when the server is coming, what's the cost I'm going to pay, how to maintain the security things, and where I need to place the server. Nothing to be worried there. Simply as on demand basis, I'm requesting those people, I need the server. Okay, but the only painful thing is they were going to charge you as per the services. They're going to charge you how much space you're going to use. If it is 100 TB, they're going to charge $100 per month for you. For example, I'm telling, it's not correct. For example, I'm telling, if you're going to use 200 TB of server, they're going to charge $200 per you. And whenever if you're not paying, they're just going to disconnect the servers to you. Simple. Maybe you can try. If you can able to create your AWS accounts on free trial basis at 30 days or 60 days, whatever it is, you can use the servers. Like maybe, and if you're going to use certain services, they're going to charge you. They will send the email to you, the billing information and everything. If you're going to pay the bill, then they're going to continue the services for you. If you're not going to pay the bill, they're going to disconnect your services. As simple as. Right? In the similar way, remaining all the cloud services as well, GCP, Azure, and SnowFlake, everything. So these are all the cloud services. They're telling that, yeah, infrastructure services, software as services, infrastructure, everything I'm going to provide to you. You just plug in, you just log in with your information, and you just pay the bill, and you can able to utilize almost all services, whatever you are. Right? In the similar way, from there itself, the Snowflake is came. Snowflake is telling that, okay, we are the data warehousing solutions. I'm not going to provide remaining any other services to you. Only the complete data warehousing solution I'm going to provide to you. Okay. Here, the Snowflake is going to be competitive with the remaining cloud services. Okay. As an end customer, I have the free to choose my services. I can use AWS, I can use Snowflake, I can use GCP, whatever it is. But the customer will go, which one is going to be provide very accurate, speed, cost efficiency. And these are all things matters, right? Whenever you're going to buy any of the product, you have to think of like what's the cost and what's the speed and what's the performance, what's the maintenance, what the services they're going to provide, what the best you can get it. You will compare almost all those things, right? So these are all the things, like these are all the things is going to be make better for the Snowflake to get into the customer's account. Then the customer decide, okay, so while compared to the remaining cloud services, I have many features which are available in my Snowflake, which is going to be benefit to my business and which is going to be give the cost efficiency to me as an end customer. That's what Snowflake is one of the leading technology in the market across the world. Almost most of the customers willing to buy the Snowflake data warehousing solution as a software services to the data warehousing solutions. And here we are there to serve and to give a technology aspect to the customers. Right? So we are going to discuss about all these things, like how it is going to be helpful, and how it is going to be utilized in the Snowflake. As simple, I just show you one thing here. Okay. If you want to have the Snowflake account, simple, no need to worry about anything. Just go to the Snowflake in the Google, right? Snowflake Cloud Data Cloud, snowflake.com is there. Okay, we just go to that Snowflake account, the link, the respective link, and you can easily enable your free trial account within this period of 2 to 3 minutes. Start for free. Okay, it's just if you enable this starter free, it will ask your email ID and mobile number. Just pass that information, okay, and the next step, your data warehousing is going to be created. Did you think this much of easy by creating the data warehouse in remaining database solutions, maybe in the traditional system? You do remember, like, I think you people are very experienced in the IT, and maybe I have faced the same thing. When I want to install my Oracle server in my PC, I need to be remove my hard disk. I need to be bring it to certain persons to wherever the people is available. I need to give my hard disk for 1 day, and those people is going to be install Oracle on my servers, which is going to be occupy more space in my system, right? And that may not work as expected, right? These are all the challenges is there. But now, as a data warehousing guy, when I just want my one data warehousing, which I choose with Snowflake here, and I just giving my user and my first name and last name, this information, and by clicking, simply one of the data warehousing is going to be created, which is not going to be occupy any single byte of information in my laptop. Okay, this is my laptop. Whenever I choose my Snowflake, it's not going to be take any single byte of information from my PC. Everything should be in the cloud, right? So that much of easy. Nowadays, the world becomes more faster and smarter. So it's not going to be painful to anything else. If you're going to pay the money as you use, so the world is within in your hands, right? So coming to the SnowFlake, right? What's the benefits is going to be like? Why should we consider the SnowFlake as a solution, right? As I told earlier, we have a lot many competitors in the world, AWS, GCP, and everything, right? In the cloud services. Maybe once a customer is chosen to go from on-premises database systems to the cloud, right? So as you already know, the complete world is going to be moved to the cloud. There is no, maybe in the next few years, like maybe next 2 years or 5 years of time, there is no on-premises servers. Trust me, this is going to be happen. There is no on-premises servers should be happen. There is no Oracle server. There is no Teradata server. There is no SQL server, on-premises servers. Everything is going to be moved to the cloud in the next span of 4 to 5 years of time. Okay, so when the customer decided to move to the cloud, they have the lot many options. Which cloud they can use, which cloud they can use. Maybe if I going to tell you the customer, okay, SnowFlake is giving the better solution to you, I need to be justified. Why should the SnowFlake is going to be provide the very better solutions? Like I have lot many evidences with me. The performance and speed from multiple virtual versus automatic query optimization, cluster tuning, micro partitioning. The SnowFlake architecture is going to be built faster query processing. Okay, so to simplify this also, I will tell you, when I execute my 10 pages of SQL statement in my Oracle server, it's going to be take maybe 30 minutes of time. Okay, maybe on premises, it's going to be join, a lot of joins is there, a lot of lookups is there, and a lot of trim and lot many functions I have used. So it's going to be take my 10 pages of SQL query statement in 30 minutes, right? But the same statement, when I bring it to my cloud, and maybe if I execute it in my AWS, Databricks, or whatever it is, okay, maybe the Databricks, it's going to be reduced 50 minutes of time, and it's going to be run 15 minutes from 30 minutes to it's come up to the 15 minutes of time. Okay, and I can promise you the same statement when I execute in the SnowFlake database. If my data is there in the SnowFlake, and when I execute the particular 10 pages of SQL statement, it's going to be completed within the 5 to 10 minutes of time. I am pretty much sure it's going to be give very good faster response compared to the remaining solutions. So why? Because by using the optimization techniques, cluster tuning techniques, micro partitioning, the SnowFlake architecture is going to be give very fastest response. Let me show the how the architecture is going to be built in. So the SnowFlake architecture is in this way. So I will explain each and every part of this architecture. No need to worry. As a brief, I'm telling. So this makes the SnowFlake as a faster performance, right? And second thing, on-demand pricing. SnowFlake offers on-demand pricing, means that you will only pay based on the amount of data you store and compute hours, minutes you use. Unlike traditional data warehouses, Snowflake also gives you flexibility to easily set up. So, okay. So what it means is, maybe today, if you install your SnowFlake server and you're going to use 10 GB of space. 10 GB of space for today. You just loaded 10 GB of data in your SnowFlake. Okay, and this 10 GB will continue for 10 days, and after 10 days, you're going to add 5 more GB to the space, and after 1 month, you just added 20 GB of space here. Okay, so how the SnowFlake is going to be calculated is, so the first 10 days, the 10 GB of space is going to be used, like maybe it's $10. For example, I'm telling. Okay, don't be committed here. And after that, it's going to be used $5, right? And after that, it's going to be charged $20, right? And it's going to be sum up. If you're going to on monthly basis, it's going to be sum up like $10 plus 5 plus 5. How it is 10, 15 plus 25, $40. I'm going to charge per month per storage capacity, and it has an additional thing.
పర్లేదు తింది ఇప్పుడు ఇడ్లీ తింది తర్వాత చేస్తాను మీటింగ్ లో.
Okay. Can you please go mute the people?
Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. No problem. And second thing is, this is the storage cost. And second thing is computational cost. There is two things is there. One is storage and another one is computational. Compute means maybe in general words, you can take it as a hard disk. Storage is nothing but the hard disk, and computational is nothing but the RAM. Right? So these are like maybe 10 GB or 5 GB or 20 GB. This is the total space occupied on the server. Like total how much it is? Like 40 GB space I have occupied, and I'm going to charge for $40 per month. And computational, maybe one day I have used 1 hour, and maybe second day I have used 2 hours. And weekends, I'm not going to use the data. And maybe after 15 days, again, I executed the query, and it may run 5 hours. Right? So on monthly billing, it's going to be have the sum of the hours, like 5 or 8 or 8 hours, 8 hours of time. 8 hours of time. It's going to be charged 8 into what's the server fast I have used. Like here, it has different servers, like it is a very small server, medium server, very big server, big server, and very big server. Like different things is there. If it is going to be charged, if you're going to use small server, very small server, it's going to be used 1 credit, like $1 per hour. So 1 into 8, $8. Right? And maybe if you're going to use big servers, the same way it's going to be charged. If it is a big server, it's going to be charged $4 per hour, and the billing will come anyway. 4 into 8, 32 credits, $32. So total, my monthly billing will be the $40 plus $32, which is $72. If I'm going to ready to pay $72 per month, my complete data solution will be ready. Maybe if you are going to install your trading system, maybe previously, if you're going to install trading system, you should know what's the space I'm going to use. I need to buy 100 GB of space, right? Which is going to be charged $1,000. Right, and I have many maintenance here, which is going to be charged $500 here, which is $1,500 per month. I doesn't know. I am not going to use the complete 100 GB of space, but I'm going to install 100 GB of space initially. Right? How much difference is going to be inputted? It's a $72 per hour, and it's $1,500 per month. Sorry, it's per month. $72 per month and $1,500 per month. Lot of variation should be happening. Right? Whenever my business grows, I'm going to increase my space elastically on a minute of time. I'm going to increase my space in a minute of time, and I'm going to increase my server speed as well. Whether it is 1x or 2x or 3x or 4x or 5x, whatever it is, I can increase in a minute of time. No need to worry of anything else. Right? Zero administration cost. So once you switch into the SnowFlake account here, okay. So the complete maintenance is going to be taken care by the SnowFlake team. No need to worry about what about my server? What is my security? What about if any disaster is happening? Like maybe here, if any trading system is going to install in your on-premises, you need to take care of your on-premise disaster management as well, right? Any fire threatening will be happen. Any cyclone should be happen. Any tsunamis will come. Maybe any earthquakes will come. You need to be consider all the natural disasters as well. You need to be maintained second server in some other locations for disaster management. But coming to the SnowFlake, right? When you choose the cloud and it is a SnowFlake, no need to worry about any other backend activities. They're going to maintain your data in a very safest mode. Their headache, they're going to maintain the data in 2 different locations. If any tsunamis happen on Singapore server, it's going to some US server is going to be safe, and they're going to switch them to that server, and your data is safe. Ultimately, you no need to worry about your data. Whatever the data you're going to place in your database, SnowFlake database, you no need to worry about your data. Zero tolerance. You just ask those people, where is my data? They'll get the data, right? That's what it means. There zero maintenance cost. No need to about anything else. User friendly, yes, like it's a web URL. That's it. If you're going to use the link here, that's a web URL. No need to install any other external softwares in your laptop or servers, whatever it is. If you created a Snowflake account, some web URL is there. You just give that web URL, username, password. The friendly UX friendly is very easy for us. It is compatible. Compatible means you can query a large database from various BI tools like Tableau or whatever it is. Okay, as I said here, right? I'm going to fetch 60 GB of data in one single query, right? In one single query, and it may take 8 hours if you use small server, right? And you doesn't have the patience to wait 8 hours to get the results if you by fetching 60 GB of data, right? At the time, you can increase your a small server to big server instantly. You can increase your server speed, right? And this query may come within the time of 2 hours. And no need to raise any request. It's just from the web URL, you're going to change your server speed, and from small to big server, and the query time will be going to reduce in a very big number, from 8 hours to 2 hours. That's what it means. Sorry. Right? Compatible is in your hands. Scalability also, like maybe as of now it's 100 GB. If you want to increase your warehouse size to 1000 GB by tomorrow, it's possible. Within a minute of time, you can able to increase your scalable. You can increase your warehouse size like any scalability. Okay. Easy data sharing is one of the best feature. Maybe this is not the time to explain all the data sharing concepts. It's going to be give the confusion to you. I will explain. The security and encryption. Each and every data in the Snowflake is going to be encrypted in a B246 algorithm. And you don't worry as a customer. As a customer, I'm telling customer no need to worry that the data is going to be theft. The data is going to be misleaded. No need to worry. Whatever the data is going to be stored in the Snowflake, that's completely encrypted data, and no need to worry of theft or anything else, mislead of data. Okay. Data processing. This is also I will explain later point of time. Support variety of file formats, like maybe in Oracle or Teradata, you can see CSV, .txt, structured formats. But coming to the Snowflake, it's going to be give both the structured and unstructured data. Like such structure is coming to CSV, TSV, whatever it is, and unstructured data, semi-structured data, JSON, XML, Paraquet, Avro, ORC. These are all formats. Like either the front-end business is going to be generate the data in a JSON format. We can able to process the data, and we can load the data into the database, Snowflake database systems. What I mean to tell you, the ultimate thing is supports it doesn't handle only the structured data. It's going to be handle the semi-structured data as well, and we can process the data. Right. So these are all the things which going to be make us the market leader of Snowflake in the market, right? And these are all things is going to be helpful to the customers as well as the technology aspect. And we can build a very good solution, data warehouse solution, by using the Snowflake. And the next coming years, so each and every customer is going to be moved from on-premises to the cloud. Obviously, if the customer has decided to move to the cloud, Snowflake is one of the better solution to the database solutions, well, compared to the remaining cloud services, right? So, and structure seems to be like this. Like it has 3 layers architecture. On the bottom layer, it has its storage capacity, and this is the in the middle layer, it contains the number of virtual warehouses. So as of now, it's a 4 virtual warehouses. If you want to increase your virtual warehouses, which is nothing but the RAM speed, right? If you want to increase your warehouse speed, you can automatically increase your warehouse sizes, which is going to be which is going to be faster you query. Right. In the topmost layer, it's going to be authentication and access control. No one can access the Snowflake database until unless they have the proper access and everything. And optimizer is going to be fine-tune the given query automatically. So it has its own intellectual methodology of the Snowflake database systems. It automatically optimize the queries and give the very good fastest response to the end users, data manager and security. So all this combination of these three layers will make the Snowflake as the very good solution provider in the data warehousing. So that's what I can tell you at this time. And once we step into the course, we can able to discuss each and every point in detail, and how the data is going to be loaded into the things, right? And I can give the more brief about the all the things in the course, right? So the storage, how the data is going to be stored, like regularly, the data is going to be stored in a different way, in the Snowflake, which makes the fastest response from the database systems. Right. I can say maybe by just saying that Snowflake is giving the very fastest response, that's not going to be justify my statement. I need to be justify why how the Snowflake is giving the better performance when compared to the remaining database systems. So these are the figures and these are all the architectures is going to be justify my statement, how the Snowflake is going to give the very good fastest response, right? Hopefully, I think you got better idea what is going to be covered in the course and what is Snowflake.
How are you planning the next sessions, like the ongoing, like the future sessions? Like, will you be creating a Snowflake account and showing us how to load the data and all? Hello.
Hello. I think maybe rejoin.
It got disconnected.
Yeah, maybe reconnect again. He's back.
Yeah, Kiran, speaking something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were just asking, like, so how are you planning the next sessions, like how to load the data from the files, basically. So how are you planning the next sessions?
So Meena, I have supposed to be create my own Snowflake account, right? The sample account I will provide create here. Okay. Maybe for my purpose, I will ask you people also to create your own accounts in your things. Okay. And I probably guide you. I will execute the statements in my PC by sharing the screen to you, so that you can know how it is going to be helpful. And I will share the same SQL statements to you if you want to practice your Snowflake accounts.
Okay.
Any certifications available in Snowflake?
Yes, Kiran.
Yeah, what are those?
Snowflake Pro is the initial level certification. I'm certified in Snowflake. Okay, that's Snowflake Pro. And a later point of time, it's a Snowflake architecture is there. That's a very high level. We need to be more knowledge on that certification to get it certified. So initial certification is Snowflake Pro.
Okay.
And mostly
in this one also, like DBA kind of thing, or only developer side, the Pro means?
Maybe you're asking in the context of certification, or you're asking in the context of course?
Yeah, certification also. Just only one.
Certification. In the certification, almost all the questions will be covered, Kiran. Seems like it's going to be covered developer, architecture, DBA, maintenance, everything should be covered. Like out of 75 questions is there. Out of 75 questions, we need to be answer almost all 68 questions we need to be answered. Like 90% should be.
Okay. Okay, fine. How much time the course duration? Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, Raju, we can't hear you.
Raju, able to hear me? Yeah, just I wanted to know that duration of the course and the timings.
Kiran, Meena?
Yeah, Raju.
Yeah. Sorry, previously I can't able to hear you. Did you speak anything else?
Yes. Just I wanted to know the duration of this course and the timing per day, how much we are spending.
Kiran, hardly, if you go for the regular, it will take 30 days, like 1 month. If you
Okay.
cover all the days, okay. Maybe if any gap between 1 or 2 days or 4 days or 5 days, it's going to be extend another 1 week or 10 days. Mostly, that's it.
Oh,
One
okay.
1 month to 1 month or 10 days, and maybe we can able to focus every day on a 1 hour. That will be more enough for us. Maybe if you go into extend, we can't able to focus and we can't able to concentrate and we can't able to practice the same things. I'm very much interested to have the sessions of 1 hour, which is going to be very productive hours for us. And
Okay.
I think so. Like probably morning time is the better time for us. Like we have the very fresh mindsets, so that we can able to focus and we can able to concentrate on the concepts. Right. In the evening times, maybe as you are also working and Meena is working and I'm also working. So as you know, right, we already get stressed in the evening, so we can't able to focus.
Yes.
That's my opinion, basically.
Correct.
Probably we have.
Yep. Time? What's the time? Sorry if I missed.
I'm ready at any time after 8. So I just want to drop my kids in school at 8 a.m. So that once I then I'm completely free to 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Choose your time. Choose your better time. Just had a discussion with Hemant or someone else who is a spot for you, and we have the very flexible time. Like your time and my time will be flexible.
Okay.
And maybe it's not restricted for only 1 hour. Maybe if you have very friendly discussion and if you want to enthusiasm to get into the more knowledge and if you want to any doubts, so that we can extend if your time allows, if your office times and everything allows, we can extend the time. Otherwise, we can precise the time. And maybe sometimes if you want to go for the meetings or something else, we can close that earliest. Otherwise, we can extend some time. That will be fine. I'm not. I'm not limited. Doesn't have any limitations to be have 1 hour or something else. Kiran, Meena?
Yeah, it's fine.
And do you have any concepts or any topics need to be covered in the course? Please let me know. So that definitely I will help you in that things, like if you want to cover some semi-structured data, and if you want to cover some architecture things, definitely I can able to include those things, and we have the very friendly discussion.
Sure. I think from one present database to converting into their database into cloud systems, how they are proceed, what is the procedure for that one to migrating the entire database? That level also we wanted
Definitely,
to know.
Kiran. Luckily, I'm doing one of the migration projects at this time. Okay, I will show you how it's going to be happen. Mostly, the migration should be happening in the current trending. Maybe the next 2 to 3 years will be migration only. Most of the projects, I'm not telling not 100%, maybe 60 to 70% will be the migration projects, and I will definitely guide you. I will explain the project to you, whichever I'm doing. As of I'm doing in the migration project, I can explain the project more.
Sure.
Anything? Otherwise, maybe it's already 11:30, right? I don't want to you people take more time, waste your time.
Yeah, just to I think maybe we are the 2 persons or any other persons are joining to this one.
Just had a call with Hemant or Kiran's team. Kiran.
Okay.
I'm not aware of those things. The things I don't know. Please had a word with these people. If anyone is coming, that's fine. If it's not a Zoom, that's also fine. There is no concern. Right? And
The fee structure and all those.
Everything you should discuss with these people. I'm not.
Yeah, with the Hemant will
Hemant,
update us. Okay, fine.
I'm not authorized to discuss all those things.
Okay, fine.
And only request from my end is be on time, so that it's not going to be waste anyone's time. Like, see, maybe you people joined and I didn't join at the mentioned time.
Yeah.
I'm going to waste your valuable time, right? So it's a very valuable time is very valuable. Either you or Meena or Kiran, whoever it is. So if you're going to commit at one time, we'll be there. Maybe 2 minutes prior, I'll be there. I promise I will be there 2 minutes prior. And you people also should be there at that time, so that it's productive. It makes it more productive for us.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, sure. I think the early time for that's why I wanted to discuss. The more people is there, maybe each one will give different timings. Better to stick one timing.
So that I'm telling, like morning time is very good for us, like 8 to 11. Anytime you can choose for 1 hour. I make myself as available at that time.
Sure.
8 to 11, right?
Yeah, right.
Right. Hopefully we have very good session. Thank you for your patience, Kiran and Meena. Probably maybe based on the institute's input, we'll go for the next session and the next class, right? I will keep you. Maybe those people will keep you posted.
Okay. Thank you, Raj, for your.
Right. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Take care.
Have a nice day.
You too, bye.
Yeah. Thank you.